Hi, this is Fred Barstein with TPSU, the Plan Sponsor University, and we're here at Bentley University for a program we just conducted today, led by our adjunct lecturer. I'm going to get your name wrong. Andrea Vassiliadis.
Very close.
What is it?
Andrea Vassiliadis.
Andrea Vassiliadis.
Yes.
Okay. I'm better at conducting programs than pronouncing people's names. So Andrea is the adjunct lecturer in the Boston area, actually the north and the western suburbs zone. And we wanted to ask her a couple of questions while we had her here. Before we did, Andrea, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and your firm?
Sure, absolutely. So I have actually been in this business for 24 years now, I started off on the TPA side of the house, and I was in that business for probably the first 14 years. And then I migrated over to becoming an advisor, and just last year I joined up with Cafaro Greenleaf. I was kind of at a crossroads with my business of knowing sort of the services that we need to be providing today, and the depth of knowledge that is necessary, and nowadays really taking on that co-fiduciary responsibility as well. And so I was at a crossroads of deciding whether I wanted to really continue to build out my own business and bring in more folks and put more money into technology and that type of thing, or to merge with a firm like Cafaro Greenleaf that has, when I first learned about them, I thought if I could wave a magic wand and have the firm that I would always dream of, it would be this firm. So it was kind of a match made in heaven, because it's, like myself, all they ever have focused on is retirement plans, and they've been doing that since '81, and they're a second generation company, and so they've got every piece of it covered, and it really allows me to do what I am passionate about, which is the consulting side, as opposed to all the inner workings of running a business.
So you went from being a TPA. I know when I met you at Trow, I was like, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
And we were always we were glad to have you. But
I get that.
why did you make the transition, and why might that be an advantage for you?
Yeah. So I started realizing that there was a real need in this industry for advisors that only focus on retirement plans, and I also started realizing how rare that was. So when I was a TPA, I'd be brought in as the TPA, and I had a network of advisors that I would work with, and most of them were what I would call one-hit wonders. They really do wealth management, or they really sell insurance, and they stumbled across this plan. And so, the deeper I would get into trying to help them service the clients, I realized that I was running this advisor training program, really, to try to make sure that everything was covered for the clients, or I'd find myself, doing the things that need to be done. And so I really saw a big problem that, not only did the plan sponsors and the clients not know what they didn't know, but the advisors didn't really necessarily know all the things that need to be done on behalf of these clients. So, it just became clear to me that there was really a niche here and a need for somebody who only focuses on that business and is really committed to knowing and keeping a finger on the pulse of every level that's required. After transitioning over to becoming an advisor, then it became apparent that having this wheelhouse of information, under my belt from being a TPA, sort of gave me an edge as well, because what's broken in a plan doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the platform or the investments. It very likely could be the design of the plan or things that are happening on the administrative side. So it's nice to be able to talk all languages with the clients.
So for TPSU, for plan sponsors out there, why do you think that this is a good program, or why they should attend?
Yeah, this program is so unique. I'm not sure if you were in the room this morning, but I was saying that, first of all, it's an honor to be part of a program like this, and it's really the only one that I know of that is making strides to get the education out there. And when I speak to prospects about the TPSU program, people are amazed. They don't know where to go for this kind of information. It's just not out there. You can't you can't even Google it and find anything to watch on YouTube about it. It's that obscure, and nobody else is really doing this. So the fact that And I know you guys are increasing the number of these that you're doing every year, and you're really gaining traction. And I've heard too that the credential that they can get for having done this is also gaining ground and
Yes.
recognition in the industry. So, you know, it's a win-win-win all the way around. You know, so.
Well, now they can watch it on 401k TV too.
Yes, apparently. Yes, it's your latest mastermind. So this is
Yeah.
great. I can't wait to see how this evolves.
We're excited
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and good to talk with you today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Fred. It's a pleasure.